hospital management. And so today I'll be presenting on this. So I think we can all agree when COVID-19 hit us, it was pretty much chaotic and there was like minimum preparedness. And the most affected ones are obviously the ones who couldn't get an admission into the hospital immediately when required. So we, the government of Andhra Pradesh, along with the Department of Health, Medical and Family Welfare, wanted to address this issue. So we identified about 238 hospitals all across the state and every district. And we wanted all these hospitals to follow a unified system, which led to the development of various web applications and mobile applications that helped us, in monitoring the hospitals constantly. So these are the following applications that were developed to aid us in the hospital management. There are as follows: web application for COVID-19 hospitals, mobile application for hospital management, mobile application for CCTV surveillance, and for nodal officers, and followed by geotagging app, which is the Locate app. And finally, we have one or four COVID-19 call center website and the star rating for COVID-19 hospitals. So I'll be talking in detail about each one of these, the process flow and the issues we have faced and how we have come up with the solutions and also the future scalability of these applications. So before we get into this, I just want to walk you through the process as to what happens before a patient is admitted into a COVID-19 hospital. So a citizen can request a test through any of the means that we provided them, which could be 104 or a citizen mobile app. So once a test is requested, a medical officer will pay a visit to the citizen, and based on the requirement, the medical officer will enter the details of the citizen into the mobile application that we provided them with. This will automatically generate a sample ID for which the test will be used. And the test is done, followed by the laboratory results, which will then be forwarded to the citizen via a text message. And based on the requirement and also the patient's condition, the medical officer will then recommend the patient to be under home quarantine or refer to a COVID-19 care center or a COVID-19 hospital. So we'll start with the web application of COVID-19 hospitals. As I said earlier, we identified about 238 hospitals, and we wanted to register get all this hospital data on board into the dashboard that we provided them with. So we asked all the joint collectors of every district to register all the hospitals in their particular districts to enter them. So that will automatically generate the for a specific hospital. So we appointed nodal officers for each of these hospitals who are then asked to enter the data such as the number of wards, number of beds, and also the number of ventilators that are allocated for the COVID-19 treatment for that specific hospital. We appointed help desk managers that work in 3 shifts around the clock for each hospital. So their job is to, pretty much enter the patient details, patient admission, patient discharges, and update investigations, vitals. And in case, unfortunately, if a death occurs, it also should be updated. So there's one issue that we faced during admissions into the dashboard is that we didn't take into consideration about the patients who are hailing from other states or who are just suspected to have COVID-19, COVID positive, and the results are not yet generated. So there's this gap that we identified that are in the difference between the number of patients physically present in the hospital and the patients that are reflected in the dashboard. And we address this gap by providing them with another option called CT scan or X-ray report, under which one of the reports can be uploaded and the patient can be admitted, and the same will be reflected in the dashboard. So in the dashboard, all the patients reflected will then be reflected into the inpatient registry of that specific login of the hospital, and any action can be taken. So the investigations, they should be updated for every single patient that has been admitted within the first 24 hours of patient admission. Followed by vitals. We considered vitals to be a very important aspect. These vitals need to be updated every single day. And then a text message will be sent to the patient's family member whose details have been taken at the time of admission regarding the patient's status, whether the patient is stable or unstable. And this will also generate the real-time reports of the bed availability regarding the wards, how many ventilators are available, and also the patient status. So mobile application for the hospital management, which is the hospital login app. We have developed this app for the help desk managers just to be user friendly. This is pretty much similar to that of the web application that we provided them with. And as you can see in the image next, we have enable this pending count here. The pending tickets will be displayed on each icon separately. So it must be pretty much similar to that of the web application, as I said earlier. In this, the help desk manager can also have a complete overview of patients who are that are stable or unstable, and we provided them with a specific left side menu that displays all the details of the patients that are stable and unstable. The next application is a state CCTV application. Here at the State Commands and Control Center, we recruited CCTV surveillance officers that monitor the CCTV feed in every hospital. These CCTV surveillance officers are provided with the state CCTV app. In this, they actually enter any of the observations that they made, and if anything is out of the ordinary, immediately they'll enter into the state CCTV application, and an alert will be sent to the state, like the hospital nodal officer, for which action needs to be taken immediately. So the CCTV surveillance officer can, enter remarks regarding any of the following, like such as if the technical issues, whether the CCTV camera is working properly or not, and regarding manpower, if the patients are not being visited by doctors frequently, it can be entered. In case of emergencies, let's say if the patient is in distress and there is no medical personnel available, the same can be entered into the application, and all this will be reflected immediately into the application provided to the nodal officer in real time. The next application is for the hospital monitoring app, which is we provided specifically for the hospital nodal officers. So this is basically to know the whether the the functionality status of the hospital, and this application basically asks information regarding hospital infrastructure. So in the hospital infrastructure, we ask regarding the help desk, whether it's in place, information regarding display boards, printer, whether system is provided with internet, and the CCTV cameras are all functional. And the manpower is basically regarding the availability of doctors and nurses. And material available, we actually took information regarding the PPE kits available and the 95 mask availability. And sanitation, whether it is being done, required number of times every single day. And there's also information regarding whether the food is supplied on time to the patients. So all this data needs to be updated by the nodal officer every single day without fail. And as I said earlier before, in the previous application regarding the state CCTV app, any alerts raised by the CCTV surveillance officer is reflected immediately into the app, into this hospital monitoring app. The next application is a geotagging app, which is called the Locate app. So this, as you can see here in the image screenshot, so this is developed just to know the coordinates of the hospital, which is then reflected into the citizen mobile app, and the citizen can actually navigate the route to which hospital they want to lead to. So this is a 104 COVID-19 call center website. We actually pride ourselves with this 104 call center because any issue raised by the citizen is immediately dealt with. A citizen can request a test or request a test center details. They can request for an ambulance or also, a hospital admission. So we dedicated a 24/7 call center at each district headquarters, and we appointed 15 people who work round the clock in 3 shifts. And we also appointed nodal officers to look over the operations of this 104 at each district headquarter. So a specific website has been provided, and the credentials are given to the members who work at the 104. And once logged in, it will display the number of tickets that are raised, or any number of pending tickets, and the tickets that have been completed. So each ticket will have in detail information regarding this caller's name, number, or Aadhaar number, all that. And also it will have a specific issue for which the caller has, reached out to 104. So an outbound call will be immediately made to the citizen by one of the members at the 104 call center, and immediately they take an action and resolve the issue. So finally, we have hospital star rating. We actually introduced a star rating of hospitals on the COVID-19, about 238 hospitals.
Sumo, sorry for interruption, but you have 2 minutes left. Please
Yeah, sure.
conclude.
Yeah. So to increase the competitiveness among the hospitals and to also increase the effectiveness and efficiency, and basically just to push them to do better and provide better treatment for the COVID-19 patients. So star rating for the hospitals is given every single day, and based on the hospitals in each district, we also rank the districts across the state. So following are the parameters that we considered are important, and that is percent of O2 beds to that of general beds, discharge rate to that of the admission rate, death rate to that of the admission rate, and submission of daily hospital report, which we call a daily status report, which is submitted to us by to the district collector by the hospital nodal officer, and then we get a consolidated report called the DCRF of all the hospitals of each district. And we follow, next is the sanitation, food supply, and the quality of food, and the visits of doctors and nurses. What we do for these parameters is we run IVRS, which is the integrated voice recording system, and we take the feedback from the patient, and we allocate marks for these parameters. As I said earlier, help desk managers should be available and should be working around the clock in 3 shifts, and hospital side representatives are those people that provide data for the help desk managers regarding vitals updating and investigations. Infrastructure all includes help desk, landline, CCTV, and printer systems with internet. And since I said daily's vital update is such a crucial, important aspect in, even if a single update has been missed or not updated for a single patient, the hospital will lose marks regarding for that parameter. And the nodal officer app, which is the hospital monitoring app, will pick up the location of the nodal officer. It will ensure whether the nodal officer is updating the app from the hospital or not. And then finally, we have doctor to bed ratio, nurse to bed ratio, and investigations should be updated every within the first 24 hours of the patient admission. And I would like to say the future scalability of these applications is going to be really high. And since we wanted to develop a centralized electronic health record system, we started this with COVID-19, and we slowly want to integrate other health conditions as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sama.
Yeah.
You have mentioned star ratings.
Yes.
So, was there any improvement in the star rating during the COVID time? And my other question is, the websites and the apps, etc., were also mentioned by an earlier presentation.
Yes, exactly. This is specifically for hospital management, these
Yeah.
applications.
So you are trying to focus on hospital management.
Yes.
How hospital management would have improved because of these initiatives. So
Exactly.
did you try to measure the improvement in the hospital management because of these initiatives? One of my worries is that if you develop an software or an app, then it takes time to settle down, and it takes time for people to get used to it and to get trained on it.
Yes.
So to find the reward, to get the rewards of IT implementation is it takes at least a few months. So what is your experience about this?
So these applications have been in place for the last 2 months, and we have started this star rating for about, I think we started this in the last 1 week. So what we did is we gave intense Zoom training sessions taken by the Commissioner of Health and also Deputy Commissioner for all the help desk managers for nodal officers specifically on how to use the application. And we have been in touch with them constantly, and we address their issues or any concerns on time.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So now everyone, I'm gonna run poll, that is peer evaluation, and that you can score other organizations for according to their presentation. Thank you. It will pop out on your screen. Now everyone can vote for other projects. Thank you. Is it visible to everyone, peer evaluation?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So everyone can just drag down and vote for other projects and yeah, please. All right, so thank you everyone for joining us. We'll have another presentation in the same batch. So yeah, you may leave. Thank you for joining us. You'll be receiving a mail from our side for Twitter voting process for your projects. So you will be receiving this by today evening or by tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank you,
day.
sir. Thank you.
Is everyone done with the voting? सर अब हमारा कंबाइन सेशन होने वाला है and
Yes, we will move on to that.
yeah, sure. Thank you.
Mr. Dubey,
Yes, please tell me.
I think that the next session is also so good. One presentation is missing over there.
Sorry.